right, so now I'm taking out the race car and we're going to uncover the beige. I call it the cream. Boom. So today we're going to be taking the wheels off, getting them straightened because they are bent, blocking the car up, and this weekend I'm going to take the wheels to go get straightened, drop them off, and then when I come back we're going to be getting into putting lowering springs on the car. So we're going to get lowering springs, get these things straightened out, and it should be sitting pretty, and then I think we're going to be selling it so we can make some room for a Porsche in the future. So that's what we're doing. I'm sad to see it go because it is a nice little creamsicle. Definitely makes people cream. But now that I got a race car, I don't need two of the same cars, especially because this thing is stock and clean and I don't really know what else to do to it. I mean, I do know what to do to it, but like, it doesn't excite me as much as, you know, buying something that needs a total transformation. So we'll do that with something else. And yeah, my E30 desires are quenched with the race car. So we got more in stock coming for the next race. I know last race I didn't really do much. I was very busy. So this race hopefully we'll get roll cage in, hopefully a bucket seat, and we'll see if I put those seats in this car. I gotta look for some bucket seats and see if I can make that happen because I do want to be able to drive it on the weekends and weekdays to work and stuff. When I have to drive up to Park City, and I would rather jump in a fun car. There's something to these stock ones. It really does bring you back. 1985, because that was 9 years before I was born, so that was great times. Yeah, it rides so smooth and it's so slow. It just gives off such a different vibe, the huge steering wheel, and yeah, I love it. I love the stock ones too. I am gonna miss this thing because it's just like you get into the silver one and it's like, okay, this thing's a race car, it's just like, this is just like, I am chilling, I'm swapping through gears, all chill, like we're floating. I got this huge steering wheel. It's it's loose, but it's lit. It's very lit. So I'm gonna get back home and we're gonna chop it up. Let's do this thing. Oh, I actually took the wrong, I don't even know how to go around my own neighborhood apparently. All right. Light this thing up. Oh, Millie, there you are. All right, gonna drop these wheels off and I'll be back to do the suspension. Cheap H&R springs, just because I'm selling it. Didn't want to go full ISC coilovers if I'm just gonna sell the car, So just went with some cheap springs to lower it. It's stock, it doesn't really need, anything crazy, just to get the wheel gap not to look ridiculous, so we can put it up for sale and have it look nice. So, and it'll ride pretty good with those things. So yeah, just for a cruiser. Yeah, I wish I could have done ISCs. They were on back order when I was ordering, so that mixed with me selling it, just throw in some cheap springs. Go drop these things off. And get some lowering springs on this car. Now we're headed to O'Reilly's to pick up some spring compressors. Yeah. I always go back and forth on if I want to buy the spring compressors and then realize they're free to rent. But in cases like this, where I forgot to get them and now I have a whole trip to go get them, buying them is not that expensive. So probably just gonna buy a set. After driving the stock one, I was like all stoked on how like cushy and slow and like less responsive this stock one was. And then I get in this and I'm like, why did I like that? Got the goods. So we'll be putting the springs in. Now we got the new spring. So the end of the coil, you gotta make sure that it is up against this butt end, and then at the top hat, it goes to this indent as well. So I just had to compress it a bit and adjust it, and now I'll decompress it, and then we're set. Top hat's on. That's looking nice. That looks real good. How good does it look, Millie? Pretty damn good. Wow. Super cool, Millie. Alright guys, so I sold the BMW, the cream E30, and we're going to break down the numbers. I owned it for about a year, and we're going to get into, I didn't really do anything to it. I really bought it, when I first bought it, I bought it because it was a clean, I love the color, and I really wanted another E30. So I had an event, it was a movie premiere event, JB Film Fest, and I wanted the E30 to be kind of a part of the event and have the classic old BMW, because it was skiing and cars and all that. So got the thing like a day before this event just so I could park it at the event. And I love the E30, so but I didn't know, I was like, it's got a really, I love the paint, it's super clean, so I might keep this for a long time. But then, you know, things changed. So when I got the S52 E30, I was like, okay, well, this BMW does have the weird sunroof issue where the previous person put rivets in the roof for just like a leather top over where the sunroof goes. And so I was like, well, the body's so clean, but it has that caveat. And then everything's stock, but there's a lot of leaks on it, and it's pretty sloppy, it's old, and it's got a lot of miles. So when I got the S52 E30, and then I wanted to, you know, make it into a track car, I was like, I don't need this other one, especially now that I got the 911 and getting another car in 2 days, so I needed space. And you'll see what the next car is soon. But all right, we're gonna get into the numbers here on, you know, how much I bought it for. Millie, stop with the squeaker. Stop with the squeaker. I'm gonna have to get, yeah, okay. We're gonna get into the numbers here. All right, so now we're getting into the numbers. I purchased it for $6,000, and this was about a year ago. 11 months ago, I think, or 12, yeah, I don't know. But purchased it for $6,000 on a whim for an event. So I did not underwrite this car for a flip. I wanted it for this event. It looked really cool, loved the paint, and I wanted an E30 for a long-term play, really, just like to keep an E30 for a while. Obviously that didn't work out, but yeah, lowering springs $250, and the wheels I got for free because they came off the other car, and I'm not showing a profit on the wheels on the other car, so we're just gonna swap it for free. That's usually what I do when I swap parts, is I just X-nay any sort of then yeah. So 6,250 is what I had into it. I sold it for 8,000, and so that's 1,750 profit, and that's a 28% return in 1 year. So, you know, even though I didn't really like buy this to flip it, it still made, you know, it still outpaced the market by a lot, like better than a 7% return, you know. So yeah, and it was great. It was a great car to look at. It looked amazing. You know, it was a very pretty car. I loved having it around, even though I didn't drive it too much. And honestly, I only had it on insurance for like a couple of months, because when I bought it, I put it on insurance for a couple months, and then winter hit. And then this summer, I put it on insurance for a little bit in the beginning of summer, but then I took it off, like, because I bought the other E30, so I only probably had like 2 or 3 months on insurance. So I did not put that in there because I'm gonna spend insurance on whatever car I'm driving, so it's not really like factored into profits, because that's just a fixed cost across the board for life in general. And so yeah, definitely beats the 7% return, and it looked great, and got some use out of it. So yeah, we're gonna get into all the numbers for every car that I sell, so you can kind of see what happened, if I made 28% return or an 82% return. In the past, around 70% is my average for flip purpose buys. but you know, this is on the lower end because that was not the goal, but we got out of it. Got my cash, and tomorrow I'm going to buy another car. So it was great. I don't need two E30s, and I can roll this cash into another car that I'm more excited about. It is another Porsche that I am probably going to be buying as a flip. Because it's a show car. I already have the 911. Don't really need another car just to look at, if I'm being honest. So it's a really good opportunity to make some money and also own a really cool car. So we'll be throwing this back into another car and probably flip it either right away or hold on to it if it doesn't sell right away and list it in the spring, and maybe go to some car meets, you know, or car shows, and see how it does. The guy that I bought it from, buying it from, is won many car shows, so hopefully we can do that. But it's not my build. Don't really want to keep it for that long. Just kind of want to sell it because I'd rather build something myself. I will probably change a few things on it, but yeah, stay tuned to the channel to figure out what I'm talking about, what car it is, and why I'm so excited about it. And then you can get the breakdown when I sell it and see how much of a profit I make on that one. So, but yeah, I mean, this is just like, just with my extra, it's just like, let's make a little bit of money on my money and have fun with some cars. Not a full-blown business, really. Maybe it might turn into that again. At one point, it was when I was younger. Millie, chill with the toy. Chill with the toy. But yeah, so yeah, follow along and check it out.